welcome to the next episode of City Sense. I am Daphne Schwartz, the Finance Director for the City of Mebane, and I'm here today to talk to you about the FY20 fiscal year 2024-2025 city budget. The city is on a fiscal year that begins July 1st and ends June 30th, so we are about to go into a new budget year. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the general fund budget, which is the fund where police and fire are supported, recreation and parks, public works, general government, economic and physical development, and we pay our debt service from that fund. The general fund budget for the year is $32,572,200. Property taxes are the largest revenue source for the general fund. The property tax rate for the fiscal year is unchanged from the current year, so it will remain at 37 cents per $100 of tax value. According to the Census Bureau, the average value of a home in Mebane is $296,025. So the City of Mebane's property taxes on the average home is $1,095 per year, which equates to approximately $91 per month. I think this is helpful to see how property taxes compare to other monthly household expenses. Property taxes support the services provided by the government. Of every dollar of property tax paid, 36 cents supports public safety, which is police and fire. 20 cents supports public works, which maintains our streets, sidewalks, stormwater maintenance, leaf collection, and public facilities maintenance, such as pocket parks and the Veterans Garden. 19 cents supports general government, which would be administration, human resources, finance, information technology, and the Public Information Office. 9 cents supports economic and physical development, which would include our planning department, inspections, and economic development. 9 cents supports recreation and parks, which would include the MAC, youth sports and programs, Christmas parade, 4th of July celebration, the Juneteenth celebration, musical chairs, movies in the park, farmers market, and many other events. And they also maintain all of our parks. And then 8 cents supports debt service. Some of the projects that were approved for the general fund in the coming budget year include a roof renovation for the Mebane Arts and Community Center, and that we estimate will cost $423,000. We're replacing 3 police vehicles for an estimated cost of $240,084. We are restoring the gym floor in the old rec building for $175,000. We're replacing a bucket truck for public works for $120,000. We are purchasing a pull-behind leaf vacuum trailer that is used for $80,000. We're purchasing an asphalt hot box for $62,000. Doing a dark fiber setup for $60,000. And constructing a sidewalk from South 8th Street to 5th Street Park via the Arrowhead Villas for $55,000. The general fund budget also supports outside agencies such as the Mebane Historical Museum, Tommy Long Train Display, Alamance County Arts Council, Alamance County Transit Authority, United Way, and the Downtown Mebane Development Corporation. One other thing to note is the garbage and recycling fee will remain unchanged for the new year at $8 per address per month. The city has a new source of revenue in the coming fiscal year in the form of an occupancy tax. This is a 3% tax levied on out-of-town guests staying overnight in Mebane hotels, motels, Airbnbs, Verbos, any of those types of establishments. Those out-of-town users will be charged the tax. The proceeds from this tax, which we estimate to be $158,550 for the year, at least, will be used to promote travel and tourism-related expenditures. The city has a capital reserve fund for the general fund. So you can think of this fund as a savings account for large expenditures. The city sets aside 2 cents of its 37-cent property tax rate into this reserve fund to be used in the future to fund a new police station, Fire Station 4, and a recreation and parks project. We are estimating to collect $915,864 during this upcoming fiscal year. The city provides water and sewer services to residents. The operations of the utility service is accounted for in the utility fund. The budget for the utility fund in fiscal year 2024-25 is $14,006,649. Sales and services make up 73.5% of the revenues in this fund. To ensure the city can maintain the water and sewer system and cover all debt, the rates will go up 10% as of July 1st, 2024. The rates are per 1,000 gallons used. So the inside water rate will be $8.32. The outside water rate will be $16.64. The inside sewer rate will be $8.93. And the outside sewer rate will be $17.86. The average user consumes 5,000 gallons of water per month. So the monthly increase for an average customer is $7.85 per month. Currently, the average customer's bill is $78.40, and so it will increase to $86.25 in the new year. Some of the projects that were approved in the utility fund budget include the Water Resource Recovery Facility plant expansion with an estimated cost of $75 million, with an estimated debt of $57,892,342, which means that the city does plan to put cash or grants into this project as well. Also approved is a replacement vacuum truck for $603,750, and that truck is just what it sounds like. It's used to vacuum up fluids and sludge and other items, and the truck that we have is currently very old. Also, we are replacing a backhoe for $155,000. Lastly, the city has a utility capital reserve fund. The revenue for this fund comes from fees paid for new development to hook onto the city's water and sewer system. The fees are paid by developers. For the upcoming fiscal year, $5,500,000 will be pulled from this fund, which, like I said earlier, is like a savings account for expensive items. And these funds will be pulled to help fund the Water Resource Recovery Facility plant expansion and to lower the amount of that the city needs to borrow for that project. So Mebane's budget is balanced, which means revenue equal expenditures, and that is required by law in North Carolina. Lastly, I would like to say that budgeting is a balancing act between wants and needs. Under the leadership of the City Council, city departments collaborate with management and carefully consider the impact of budget decisions on the residents of the city and prioritize maintaining the current level of operations before evaluating items for expansion of services. The city's sound financial practices and conservative budgeting approach have positioned it to continue delivering high-level services to Mebane's residents. The budget reflects our commitment to maintaining and improving our community and positioning Mebane to be financially sound in the future. Thank you for joining me on this episode of City Sense. See you next time.